Moment of silence.
Oh, thank you so much. My favorite.
Thank you, Patty.
I still have the last one by my door. I, it blesses me every time I walk in and out of the house. So I thank you so much. It's my favorite, the Tili. Yeah. It's most powerful.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
double,
special,
yes.
very special. I made a hat one last night for ceremony.
Oh, nice.
But if you go down to temple, these are the ones that are offered to Lono at temple. These are the most high.
Mahalo. All right, so my name is Jean Love, and I welcome you to our summer solstice ceremony. It's in a couple of days, but we're always honor it on the closest we can. And we're streaming um, through a live stream to folks on YouTube, and you can watch it later if you'd like. Um, they're in our archives, and so we do this 4 times a year. So it's a little different than our normal ceremonies that we have here. So we'll have a little different protocol, and so we do have seasons here in Hawaii, though they're subtle, subtle but true. Um, so
I like to say we have two seasons in Hawaii, spring and spring.
this is true.
And one is like wetter than the other, and the
Yes,
other's, and it
yes,
tends to
yes,
be wetter winter,
yes. A few more plumeria
but it's always
flowers come
spring.
out. So what I'm going to do before we actually start our journey and before I introduce Kai, we're going to do our announcements beforehand, and also we're going to have the Akoa bowl is here, and we'll pass it after the ceremony. So, and if you'd like to offer gifts online, we always appreciate that. And here's our what's coming up. So we have childcare if you tell us the Friday before. So don't be afraid to come if you have little ones. We'd gladly welcome you and them. And so next 3 Sundays on the 25th is Star Joyce, and it's a ceremonial life, choosing to carry our own medicine basket. And the music is by Owen Costello. And then on the second of we have Pomakai Cologne, and the topic will be announced when she's here, and the music will be by Hina Sanders, and that's on the second. And on the ninth, we have Allison Yana, and love is the nectar. You are the flower. It's a message from the honeybees.
Mm.
So we'll want to be buzzing in for that. Our special events on Saturday, the 24th, is a meditation on inner light and sound, a practice to manage the mind and develop as a soul. And that's from 7 to 8:30. It's free, and that I believe is here. Yes. And on that's the 24th. And on the 25th, we have Star Joyce, and she's talking that day, but then she has a workshop from 1 to 3 that afternoon, vocal liberation and song spheres. And that's a sliding scale from 22 to 5. And then on Thursday, the 20th, Charles Hogg. Who's in charge here? Making sense of these times. It's a free lecture, and that's on a Thursday from 4:30 to 5:30 in the Hanua room here. So lots of wonderful things happening, and then we have weekly classes. Monday from 4:30 to 5:30 is Tai Chi, Qigong with Chene Wang, and that's 15. And on Tuesday we have yoga with Jeanette, and that's a sliding scale of 10 to 15, and that's from 4:30 to 5:30. And then monthly, on the end of the month, we have a produce giveaway at the end of the month and potluck too next week. So Sunday, June 25th on the lanai, bring produce if you have extra anything that you'd like to share, and come and also enjoy that such a wonderful way to share our blessings. And then on the the crystal bowls are on the first Sunday of the month, so they'll be on July 2nd. And there's our crystal bowls, and Kai often does that. And then we do have service opportunities if you would like to help with potluck help, setup, cleanup, and organization. That would be wonderful. A lay minister, Patty, has been our amazing lay minister, and she made these beautiful lays, and she could use some help with that. And she would teach you if you'd like to learn how to do that. And then, of course, we always need greeters and setup and cleanup, and tech help would be lovely. Palmer's back. Thank you, Palmer's, doing our tech today. So, and if you have any other things you'd like to help us with, you may go to our any of us and say, "Hey, I'm here to help," and we'd love that. And so we do have a mailing list, and you can sign our guest book, and you get our weekly whatever's going on. And if you're online, it's www.newthoughtcenterofhawaii.com. So now I get to introduce you. He was raised in Hilo, Kaimana Lighthawk, and he was raised by the Rainbow Falls over there, which is a magical spot over there. And he now enjoys living over on our side by the Kona Coast near the ocean. And he offers weekly outdoor yogas and classes, and facilitates Ho'oponopono ceremonies. And he's an ordained psychic minister, a Reiki master, a massage therapist, and a founding member of the Hilo Lightworkers Center. Kaimana has been drawn to the study of healing and spirituality from a very young age. He took pre med courses in the University of Puget Sound, and he did postgraduate work at Fuller Theological
Theological.
Theological Seminary, and has studied with Elaine Cady, and founder of the Findhorn community, as well as Hawaiian wisdom teacher Harry Jim and Uncle George Napo'o. And Kaimana, Kaimana has attended several of Hank Wesselman's workshops at New Thought Center, and he was with him on his final one in March.
Yeah.
And so we're so pleased that you are taking over the helm. We've been doing this um, in some form for the last 27 years. And so we're so honored that you have taken over this
Yeah.
beautiful ceremony for us.
Thank you.
Mahalo.
Yeah.
It's all
Mahalo.
you.
Hi. Well, aloha. Aloha, everyone. Yeah. Since we just mentioned Hank, I just kind of honor Hank and his presence and his involvement with us, along with Makua and many others we'll acknowledge a little bit later. But I'll just mention that Hank showed up in a number of people's journeys last time I did the ceremony, and I'm gonna well up, maybe get emotional, but like I feel like I'm not doing this by myself. Can't do it by myself. Yeah. Um, so I was like, oh, Hank, help. And like all angels help, Jesus, Buddha, everybody help, because it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Um, so it was really wonderful to have Hank's presence in many people's journey, and it's always a great reminder that we're never alone. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just mention, I'd like to kind of contextualize what we're going to do and where we are and what we're doing and so forth. So there wasn't so much a mention about New Thought, but I really, like you said, we've been doing this for 27 years. I've been coming to New Thought off and on because many of my teachers throughout time have been speakers here. And so it's like, oh, I want to go hear what they're going to say. And I've always appreciated, we have this saying, it's like a bring your own God church. It's like you believe what you believe, and, and it's all good. We love, and that's like my God is love. And he comes in different names, in different forms, and so forth. But that's what I found from all my teachers. Yeah. Um, but today is a really special day. So we're here at New Thought on the balcony, and um, the sun is shining around us, and such a beautiful day here in Hawaii. And summer solstice we're celebrating today, but today is actually Father's Day, and that's really appropriate on summer solstice. So summer solstice is the longest day of the year, and it's really a celebration of the sun and its shiningness and so forth. And the sun is like a representation of the divine masculine. Now, I go by Kaimana Lighthawk. Lighthawk is my mankind project name. So I was part of a men's circle for many years. Um, and in that tradition, we do a journey. We meet our animal. We have this whole ceremony, and you get your name, your divine name. And quick story: I was in a sweat. It was pitch black, and I thought somebody shined a light in my face, and I was like, "Whoa!" Blinded by the light, and then I felt the wings of and I thought maybe the shaman was fanning me, like the fanning of the smudge, and all like then I opened my eyes and I saw this hawk just like right here, just into my body. It was like, oh, light hawk. But it's from that tradition that I go and honor the hawk. We're all smudged by the hawk wing, and they oftentimes, io, yeah, we say in Hawaii, io, which is I, most high, and O, most low. Yeah. Eo like connects the heaven and the earth. Yeah, it's a bird that lives in the trees and so forth, but it also goes up to the heavens, and that's the same word as our angel in Hawaiian. And I mention that because part of the ceremony, the work that we're doing today, really is working with your angels, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call them, your ancestors, your God, yeah, your experience of the divine. Yeah. And especially today on Father's Day, we acknowledge that divine masculine. Yeah, especially the Heavenly Father, the sun that's shining so bright. Yeah. In the Mankind Project, I always say divine masculine, two main jobs: to make the world safe, mm, and comfortable for divine feminine to bloom. Yeah. The sun shines its light on the earth, the feminine, so lush and vibrant, and grows all the plants and the flowers, and just so beautiful. But it takes the sun to shine. Yeah. And so we're reminded on this day of that divine masculine shining, that the sun is always holding space, yeah, for our blooming, that each one of us is blooming. Yeah, we're growing and blooming and so forth. Yeah. So on Father's Day, I acknowledge and I give thanks to my father and to all fathers and to that divine masculine. Obviously the mothers, the real superheroes in the world. Yeah. But the fathers hold a really special place, and we honor the divine masculine, the divine heavenly father, and its sun that shines upon us. Interesting. Many ancient traditions celebrated this day, so summer solstice, and there are many temples that are directed, like Stonehenge, and even the Egyptians have an early alignment to the summer solstice. And the for the Egyptians, the name of the sun. Yeah, it was Ra. Ra. Yeah, the sun Ra. And that's like Ram is the chant for the solar plexus. Ra, the solar plexus, the place of light. Yeah. And in Hawaii, we call it La. So like Ra, La, La. I say it's like love. Yeah, love. Because the Hawaiians, they come a little bit more in the heart. Now, very much with the breath, the Ha, right, which is really the solar plexus, but it's about activating the heart with the breath, which we'll be doing throughout ceremony. The other thing I really want to acknowledge is that we're in a new moon. Like today is actually the new moon. So today is Father's Day, and it's actually the new moon for the next 28-day cycle, and it's the new moon of Gemini. My brother is a Gemini. My girlfriend's a Gemini. It seems to be a Gemini season for me. And Gemini is really like the duality. Yeah, the two sides. Anything that we have two of is Gemini. So I have the two hands on the altar representing the left and the right. Yeah, in the Hawaiian tradition, we say masculine, the right, the going out into the world, and the feminine on the left, the receiving, the sound. Yeah, and the Hawaiians would say, well, both. We all have both. Both is important. You might be right-handed, but your left hand is useful too. Yeah, and masculine and feminine, both important. We like last time we did celebration was the equinox, and we celebrated the balance of those forces. But today, Father's Day, we get to celebrate the sun at this new moon time. Now, new moon is a time of total darkness. It's when the moon is sort of resting. Yeah. So at the time when the moon is darkest, all this potential to become something new, we're celebrating the sun being brightest. And the sun is really us going out into the world, our fruitfulness, our shiningness, our internal light, that fire, yeah, inside us all. So I wanted to give you that context. Yeah. Also, I'll just mention for people that the concept of a new moon is new to you. Typically, we would plant our seeds on the new moon and harvest them on the full moon, right? And the ancient cultures are very much connected to this whole thing, right? So, with the Gemini moon, there's the breath and the left and right and the balance of yourself, the legs, anything that there's two of, two eyes, two ears, right? That's all Gemini. And Gemini ruled by Mercury, the communicator, also is the throat, because the throat is our expression. Yeah, which is interesting because like our expression is like our sun shining, right? It's our light into the world. So I give you all that background, not to put you in your head, oh, that's interesting. Wow, oh, I didn't know that or whatever, but to kind of contextualize what's the energy that we're in. Like this is already happening. Yeah. But the Hawaiians say, they have the word mana, which is energy. And then your thoughts, your knowledge is your mana'o. Huh? When you bring the energy down, again, like EO, huh? When you bring it down inside, that becomes real for you, becomes your energy, your mana'o. Huh? And what's really amazing or insightful about that connection of the words is the Hawaiians understood that our power is in our mind. Where we place our mind, our focus, we direct energy. You know? And I just mention all of that then because the purpose of ceremony is to direct energy, to gather the energy, to create a container in which we hold the energy, maybe like a bowl, or an altar, or a sun, like this sun in the sky. There's all this energy. Yeah. Okay. So I like to start the ceremony as we many in the native traditions do by acknowledging the seven directions and ringing the bells, I guess, apparently. Yeah. Um, but for this next part, if you'd like to, you're welcome to stand. We're going to face the directions, yeah? and call in the directions, invite them to be a part of our ceremony. This is something that many ancient traditions have done. We'll start by facing east. Now, you can see on the altar here, the bananas are acknowledging the directions, or the crystals, as the case may be. Yeah? So, those are the four directions, if you will. So, we're going to start with the east. I have the sun here so you can know this, the rising sun. Yeah. So we acknowledge and welcome the energies of the east. The rising sun, the new day, the air, the new life, beginnings, uh, the winged ones. Yeah, the birds, the angels, the eagles, the hawks, the owls. Yeah, the parrots and the minor birds, even. All the winged ones. We welcome you to our ceremony, to our circle. We invite your inspiration, your guidance, your insights, your wisdom. We honor the spirits of the East for the light they shine, for the new beginnings, and for the new day upon us. Mahalo. Right. We face the South, the place of fire, the place of Pele. Mahalo, Pele, for reminding us of creation and destruction, the fire which illuminates, that brings transformation, illumination. We welcome the spirits of the South. Right? The South, the time of the summer, the fire, the sun. We welcome the fire within to shine brighter. We ask the spirits of the South to ignite the fires within, to burn out the dross, to clear us of any past problems, places where we can let go and transform from the old into light. Wow. We face the west, the place of the setting sun, the place of endings, element of water, the beings of the water, the dolphins, the whales. We welcome your wisdom. Dolphins, we welcome your joy. The fish that feed us and inspire us. We welcome your colors and your beauty and your joy. Into the setting sun, we are reminded of beginnings and endings. We give thanks for these cycles in life. The place of the fall, the autumn, the time of letting go. Mahalo. And we face the north. The north is the place of the ancestors, the ancient ones, the angels, the Amakua. We welcome Hank. We welcome Makua and all of Makua's Amakua, the Amakua of the land, the spirits of this place, the ancestors who lived here and caretake this land. Aloha Manakea. Aloha Wakea, the spirit of the sky. Aloha Kohala, your ancient ways. Aloha to all that above, to the north. Mahalo. Hey, you're welcome. We face up. Take your hands up. Right? Reach up to the sky, to the Heavenly Father, to the ones above, to the star beings, our star families. Thank you for the light you shine upon us. Thank you for the wisdom in your movements, the cycles and the seasons. We welcome your inspiration, your guidance, angels, Shine upon us, star beings. We thank you, Father, above, sun in the sky. We give thanks for your light at this time and always. We ask that all that we do be a blessing to all of you. And down below, right? If you like placing your hands upon the earth, to that which is below, Mother Earth, stones, rock, that which is solid and supportive, we welcome you. We give thanks for your support. We give thanks that you do not judge, but give us all paths to travel, to learn, to grow. You allow us to be rooted and supported. Thank you, Mother Earth, and all the beings of the below. Thank you for all you do. Welcome. And place your hands upon your heart. You're welcome to sit at this time if you like. As we start to go within, we connect to that which is within the heart, the great sunshine inside. To the within, we welcome your release, your presence. Yeah, come to the surface as we go deeper inside ourselves. Welcome that which is within, our unconscious, our connection to divine source, in deep understandings that we barely grasp. I hope at this time of sunshine and light and fire, fathers and new beginnings, create in us a new growth. Within, we welcome your ways. We call that the invitation of the seven directions. I invite you all now to get comfortable. You're welcome to lay down if you prefer. Some people, when they journey, they prefer to be laying down. I'm going to invite you to relax as much as possible. So, for some people, being laid down, it's like, rather than slouching in their chair, they prefer to be laying down. It's a little more comfortable. As a yoga instructor, I like to say the hardest part, the first step really is get comfortable. Oftentimes, it's the hardest part, getting comfortable with the world. Yeah, our bodies sometimes full of pain, but the practice is yoga is one of getting comfortable. So start by getting comfortable. Make whatever adjustments help you to get comfortable, and then bring your awareness to your breathing. Notice that you're breathing, recognizing that you're always breathing. But feel this gentle wave of the breath. We're going to begin to deepen the breath. Using your belly muscles, push all the air out, emptying as completely as you can. And with an inhale deeply into the belly. And do this 4 times, exhaling as much as you can. And with the inhale deeply into the belly. And as you exhale, feel the body soften and relax. We're going to allow the body to be at peace. The mind focus on the breath in this moment, the sound of my voice, the drumming, the birds. Let it all support you on your journey now, going deeper in the breath. And take another deep inhale. And this time we're going to hold the breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push all the air out. And if you can, hold the breath out for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take a deep breath. And let's do that 4 times. Hold the breath for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale big. And if you can, hold it out for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then inhale deep breath. Ideally for a count of 4. Little box breathing here. Eha, we call it in Hawaiian. Eha, the number 4. Holding for 4. Exhaling for 4. Holding out for 4. This will calm the mind. When you're done with 4 of those breaths, just allow your body to relax even more. Let the shoulders be soft. Let the hips relax. Feel your feet on the floor, your butt on the chair or the floor. Let your body melt even more. Just let it be soft. The body comfortable, relaxed. Just ride in the rhythms of the drum and the breath. And imagine you're walking in nature, in the sun, soaking in the sunshine, perhaps in one of your favorite places, a park, a path, but in the sun. You feel the illumination of the sun, feel its warmth, perhaps hearing the birds, the sounds of life around you, all nourished by the sun. Look around in this path and notice flowers, trees, whatever it is that you might see on this path, in this place, inside. And as you travel further along this path, you see off in the distance some stones. These may be stones aligned like Stonehenge, or a grouping of stones, or perhaps just even one big stone, an altar of sorts, or a place to sit. Make your way towards the stones. And notice that as you approach, you are greeted by a friend, be it a family member, a guide, an animal, an angel, a teacher. They have a gift for you. Receive that gift. They also have words of wisdom for you. Your friend, your guide may lead you on or travel with you, but travel on down the path even further, still again in the sun, on this beautiful sunny summer day. And you see off in the distance a cluster of trees, a circle of trees, and in the trees, in the cluster of trees, people are dancing and moving. And you join them in your own dance, in your own way, dancing under the summer sun in the shade or coolness of the trees, but with the light of the summer. Dancing as we've done so many lifetimes, so many summers. This time of dancing. Imagine yourself moving, perhaps in ways you've never really moved, or in ways that are more challenging to move these days, but moving in ways that you feel guided, you feel you'd like to move. And in the middle of the circle, there is a fire. The flames dancing, the flames moving, dancing around the fire, dancing under the sun, dancing with new friends, new beings from the past, the new friends. And from this group, another being approaches. This may be a person, an angel, an ancestor, a teacher of sorts. They're going to take you on a further journey. They guide you through the woods to a hilltop. And at the hilltop, you're met by an animal. This may be an animal special to you, an animal you may know, or an animal that's new. But notice your animal friend. You may be traveling with the others, they may join you on your journey. But one of your guides is going to take you further. And this time they're going to take you up higher, higher, and higher, 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 up to the sun. Feel the sun's radiance all around. Feel the sun's radiance like from a mountaintop. Feel that sunshine upon you. Feel the sun illuminating. You are welcome to travel with your guides to the sun, to the stars, higher and higher. time has passed, you come back to the circle of stones, and now the fire is bigger. The sun is setting, and you dance around the fire as we've done many, 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 many times before. And as you dance, you move in ways that bring new strength into your body. We are reminded of what we imagine in the mind feeds the body. And imagine yourself jumping through the fire as we did to cleanse, to heal, to be illuminated, jumping over the fire, jumping through the fire, jumping around the fire. See the fire cleansing, the sun, its light cleansing, the divine light cleansing. And imagine a bright light deep inside your heart, like the sun, like a fire shining inside the heart. Make it brighter. Make that fire brighter. Make the sun bright inside. Like a dimmer switch, turn up the light. And let that inner light, that inner sunshine, cleanse your body. Let the heart shine bright. And feel from the heart its love, its connection to all things. You are connected now to all things. In that space of connection, you're open to receive guidance from your better angels, the ancestors. Just notice what you feel guided in. And we may ask the question, what's next? What's next in this moon, this season of summer in life? You can ask a guide, you can ask yourself, what's next for you? What is the dream that wants to come to light? Feel, see it happening. Taking this time now to imagine the dream fulfilled, like the summer solstice, the peak of your powers directed, and like the sun shining light on your dreams, on your wishes, your prayers. Feel the light of the divine within and make it brighter. Like the solstice, the longest, deepest, brightest light. Let that light shine through your hands, your feet, your face, above the head, below the butt. The light shines bright. Your light, divine light, inside and all around. For we reminded at this time that we are all lights. We are children of light, we are told. We are all stars, suns of sorts, shining bright. And see yourself coming back down the path, through the woods, through the sun, back down to the stones where you met your first guide. There is more they wish to share with you. This is a special rock place, a temple in time, a vortex of sorts, a place where you can meet with the ancestors, the angels. If there is someone you have not seen but would like to meet with, call out to them in your consciousness. for they can meet you here now. Yes, and like the talkative myna birds, we here, our place in society, community, communication. Come, come, unity. Come, come, unity. As you start to make your way back to this place, this time, here now, feel your body once again in the chair, on the floor. Take a few more deep breaths, really soaking up the energy of this practice, this experience, this journey. Once again, let the light be bright inside. Bright light at the very base of the spine. Your connection to the earth, like the big island, the volcano down below, its fire shines bright, bright, like a red fire. And then in the belly, a bright orange, like a golden sun. Inside the belly, well, now, now, yeah, let it be bright, bright orange. And at the solar plexus, where the ribs meet above the belly, a solar place of light. See a bright, bright light, a golden sun, a shining lemon, bright yellow shining, the solar plexus. And up at the heart, a bright golden light, golden with a green around the edges, like the earth itself, so full of love, life, the heart pumping blood, always nutrients to the cells, to the self. The heart sends love, always, always love and light from the heart out to the body. Always love and light out to the body. Life, health, happiness, love to the body. Hey, the heart supports us. The breath moving through the heart, the breath moving through us. And a bright light in the throat, a bright light in a blue sky, shining on a blue ocean. The expansiveness of the sky, of the ocean, so bright, clear inside. The throat, the chest, the arms, even the hands like flowing rivers, fountains of light from the hands. And a bright light in the center of the head, shining all around the head like a halo. Halo, halo, bright light. The pineal gland activated, that central eye illuminated with light. A bright, vibrant light shining in the head and all around, that you may bring illumination to all you see. and a bright light shining out of the top of the head. Our connection to source, our connection to spirit, like the Pentecost of fire above the head. A tube of light connecting you to your higher self, open to receive your guidance at all times, connected to spirit. From above and from below, they meet in the heart. The heart, a bright, bright light, shining in and around you always. Bright, bright light, shining in and around you always. Love, light, health, happiness. Take a couple more deep breaths. If you like, touching your thumb and index fingers together, making the symbol for okay, anchoring this state of peace, this great power, this energy you've created and cultivated inside. It's okay. I'm okay. You're okay. It's okay. The universe has got this. When you feel complete with your journey, you're welcome to wiggle your fingers, your toes, however you like, beginning to move the body gently. If you like, you want to stretch, beginning to shift. A movement is literally energy with consciousness inside the body. We send the signal from the brain to the limbs, more blood flows. We're going to have a time of uh, introspection. I think maybe we have some pens and papers to pass out. Yeah. Um, it's nice at the end of the journey to write down, if you like, anything that came up for you. Anybody experience anything? A little bit? Yeah. Okay, cool. Some people. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We'll do a share afterwards. We want to hold though this sort of before we do too much in the mind. We want to kind of just stay connected to what your experience was. If you met somebody, if something happened, if nothing happened. I'm always so in my head. I don't know why nothing ever happens for me. Whatever it is. Yeah. Like jot down. No, no. Yeah. We'll have a time at the after we turn off the computer. Yeah, a time of personal sharing. But it's nice to reflect upon what happened for you. So, like some of the things you might write down is like, who did you meet at the rocks, or what did you see at the rocks? How was the dancing for you? Who were your guides? Did an animal come? Did an ancestor come? Sometimes. Sometimes you just have a feeling. Just a couple more minutes. It's kind of like recording a dream, when you wake up. Sometimes they call it chasing the dragon or chasing the tail of the snake. Right? You remember one thing and you kind of start writing and you remember another thing. And you kind of, it's like that with dreams. So similar. It's nice to, with a dream, it's nice to name, give a dream a name. It's a good way to remember it. For you with your writing, if you kind of give names to some of the experiences, oh, I met an angel, I saw my dad, whatever it was for you. I hope some people experience angels. Or I took us a little bit higher on purpose today. Yeah, sometimes we go down into the earth more. Today was more a little higher the sun. And being Father's Day, it would be obvious. Like, oh, Dad came through. Maybe. I find they're always here. My question is whether we're listening. We create space to invite them into our silence, as it were. The rhythm of the drum connects the heart, calms the mind. Traditions worldwide, we've used the drum for journey. It works. Like everything, sometimes takes practice. You were saying you've been doing it for 20 something years. Wow. Some people first time say, oh, I don't know. But then it's like, whoa, did you see that? It's always interesting in psychic circles when like several people saw the same thing. Like, I guess I wasn't making that up in my mind after all. Connecting. That's how it was last time when everybody kind of witnessed King. Yeah, like, he was here. Some people saw, some people experienced. And that's not judgment. We all experience different stuff. Some people more visual, some people more auditory, some people more kinesthetic. I just felt comfortable. Like I didn't see anything, but I just felt really comfortable. I felt like a comforting presence. Felt
I felt that.
yeah. Okay, so I
So,
want to end the
yes,
ceremony. Yeah.
yes.
Um, I think rather than the drum, I'm gonna use the bells. Yeah, and just thank you to the ancestors. Thank you, Great Spirit. Great, thank you, Heavenly Father, Sun, shining. Mahalo to the directions. Mahalo Pele. Mahalo Makua. Amakua. Right? Mahalo Mother Earth. To all mothers and to all fathers. Uh, as imperfect as we all are, we give you thanks for your loving kindness. Uh, and we give thanks that you can still support us, still help us feel safe and comfortable. We give thanks for everything. Right?
Oh, so we're going to release the visual people, correct? And then we'll be able to share here. So thank you, everyone, for joining us on this shamanic
Well, I
journey.
guess the
And
one thing
yes, oh
that I
yes,
guess
we
I had a
want you to
space
announce.
to I could
Yes,
announce if I'm
that's
doing
right.
anything. And as I mentioned, I do teach yoga. I teach yoga down at Honno's Beach. I know it's a little bit far for South Kona people. Um, I also do a private house class. If somebody is like, well, I can't really drive to town, but I'd love to do a yoga class. I do a yoga class on Thursday evenings here. And then Jeanette does a class on Tuesdays here for just a little while longer. But yoga really good. I always say do what you can do and what you can do will change. And I mean,
Yes.
I've all ages, all bodies, miracles, yeah, in every body. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm teaching Saturday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Yeah. And then for the rest of the month, I'm teaching Saturday and Tuesday, 8 o'clock down at Honno's. And then I always teach Saturday morning, keeps me out of trouble. A Friday night is supposed to be early. Um, I just have a confession. Yeah. I partied all night last night. It's a summer solstice thing to do, and I found out like my friend was DJing a big party down in and then I found out, oh, for the new moon and you're supposed to be gathering with friends and people, and like I was going to be home and like meditate on what we're going to do, and it was like, oh no, you're supposed to be dancing for the sun and for the light and and so I don't know if I slept last night, but it's all a dream.
Yes, and you'll
I
yes.
did get home at a reasonable hour, but sometimes I don't sleep so well. Um, but hopefully, hopefully it was good.
It was
Hopefully it was good
very, very
for you
good.
all. But anyway,
Very
I just thought I'd have that confession of honesty.
good.
So
You would
yeah,
never know. You'll sleep well tonight.
yes.
Mahalo. All right, we release them. And wow. So, being that I have the mic